Hello and welcome to the Craftsman Show. My name is your host, the Craftsman. I hope you're doing good today. Today we finna talk about what is concrete. Okay, right off the bat I say this. A lot of people say cement when they mean concrete. Like my mama would tell me, don't y'all run on that cement, play kickboxer on that cement, y'all bust your head. I said, Mama, don't you mean concrete? And she said, come here to me, boy. So concrete is a mixture of different things. When you break it down, concrete is just cement mixed with aggregates. Wait, hold on, Craftsman. What you talking about aggregates? That gets me aggregated. Aggregates just other materials. Examples of aggregates would be sand and gravel. Sometimes you can even use peat moss. Another aggregate is vermiculite, also called perlite by the brand name. But most concrete's aggregate is made up of gravel and sand. If you go to the store and buy you some Quikrete, it's just going to be cement, gravel, and sand. Alright, now what is cement exactly? Cement is like a gray powder that you're going to mix with the aggregates and it's going to bind it all together. So cement is like the glue inside the concrete. And to complete the concrete mixture, you're going to need some water. Aggregates, cement, and water is what you use to make your concrete. As with almost anything that you mix together, there's going to be some ratios involved. There's so many different kinds of ratios that you can use when making concrete, but today I'm going to show you a real simple, very basic concrete mixture using just sand, Portland cement, and water. And it's a simple 1-2-3 ratio. It's going to be 1 part water, 2 parts Portland cement, 3 parts sand. And what this mix right here is good for, it's a really good mix that you can pour it down into a mold if you want to make a little character, a little yard sculpture. It's a real good mix for that. Once you got your ingredients measured out, it's time to go ahead and let's mix them. Hold up. It's never a bad idea to go ahead and put you a max on anytime you be mixing some dry materials like this. You want to avoid any kind of dust that'll get in your lungs, and a breathing max is the way to go. Hey, did I tell you to put some gloves on? It's good to have gloves on anytime your skin going to come into contact with cement. You want to mix the aggregate and cement dry before you add any water, okay? Take your time mixing the sand and the Portland to get an evenly distribution. Once that's mixed good, go ahead and add you some water. It's real important to get just the right amount of water. Too much water will make a weak concrete. Consistency is very, very important with concrete, but don't let it scare you. You just want to make sure that it's not so dry that it's crumbly and that it ain't so wet that it's runny. So add water a little bit of time if you're unsure and build it up. I think of it like a dough consistency. Now you got you a wet concrete mixture and you can do whatever you want to with it. In my case, I don't really have a mold prepared, so I'm just going to pour it down into a cup. But I'm going to show you some basic principles right now if you're going to make your own mold. First thing you want to do is pour it. Take your time doing this and try to mush it down into the mold. And then also, you want to try to eliminate as much of the bubbles as possible. And a lot of that's going to happen at the bottom of your mold. You just tap, tap, tap it and get them bubbles to come up to the top of the surface, and then they're going to pop. Once you're satisfied with it, then you let it sit. It's not a bad idea to let your concrete dry somewhere where it ain't super, super dry. You want to let it sit for about a good 24 hours at least before you pop it out of the mold. This was just the very basics of making concrete. You can make concrete. Hope that you enjoyed the Craftsman. Please subscribe to my videos. Thank everybody for the comments. I read the comments. I be replying to the comments every time I can. Every time I can get on the computer. Sometimes my internet be slow, but that's okay. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, y'all.